but I do think Paint has just built this. Like when you now look at in 2025, if you put a Mount Rushmore together of the current coaches in the sport, current, Matt Painter is on that Mount Rushmore today, right now. If I'm asking somebody to coach a team, he is on that Mount Rushmore. Now I know Dan Hurley is obviously there too, and I
Calvin.
and it would be hard to not say Rick Pitino, but I think
Calvin Sampson.
Kelvin Sampson. I mean,
Bill Self. Tom Izzo.
but today,
Today. Okay. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not
Fair,
taking
fair.
Izzo and Self over Matt Painter today.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think you're probably right there. What I will say is this:
Maybe
Uh,
Nate Oates is in the conversation.
he's
Todd Golden.
yeah. Todd needs another 5 years of this level of success to get there, in my opinion. And I think that Nate needs one more deep run. What I will say about Purdue is this, and if they don't win the title this year, right? Even if they make it to a national championship game,
Hmm.
we're going to look back and say, arguably the two best players that we had in the 2020s, Braden Smith and Zach Edey, were on the same team in the same era for the same coach and couldn't win a title. So I think that that's something that will stick with Paint if he doesn't get it done this year. But I also think the reason why I believe that they're the team that has the best chance to be what UConn was in 2024, right? Because I have no doubt that this is going to be, if they're not the best offense in college basketball, they're going to be a top three offense in college basketball. Their issue last year wasn't on the offensive end of the floor. They ranked 332nd in defensive 2-point field goal percentage, 358th in block rate, and they were outside the top 120 in both offensive rebounding rate and defensive rebounding rate. That's a long-winded way of saying they didn't have the paint presence to replace Zach Edey, and they had absolutely no rim protection.
Right.
Well, this year they got Oscar
Daniel
Croft coming
Jacobson.
in.
Oscar.
Daniel Jacobson is going to be healthy, and I think that significantly changes how well they rebound. Oscar Clough averaged 17 and 13 last year, 13 rebounds a game. Okay, he is a 6'11" Australian like outback man. I'm pretty sure that this dude like goes camping with crocodiles in the
He
summer.
hangs out
That's what he is.
with Steven Adams.
Yeah, that it's a similar kind of situation there.
Learn
Right.
defense from him.
Yeah, so it's gonna change what they look like as a team hitting the glass. It's gonna change what that interior rim protection looks like. And I think when you combine what you get with Braden Smith and Fletcher Lawyer and TKR offensively, with the fact that now my guess, I'd be very surprised if they were outside the top 20 in defensive efficiency on Ken Palm, and I think they'll be closer to top like 12 to 15 this year. And if that's the case, then to me, they are going to end up being the clear-cut favorite to win a national championship when we look up in February. And if Paint doesn't get it done with Braden Smith running the show and the team this good, there are going to be questions that are asked by people that probably don't understand it the way that we kind of look at this. So that's just kind of where I'm at with it.